Sexyy Red looked like the type of girls like back in the days, like you walk in the room and you'd be like, smell like somebody was f***ing in here.
She's out here shaping a whole wave among young women, bringing energy and confidence everywhere she goes. But Charleston White wasn't impressed. He came swinging with a leak that shook the internet to the core. He dropped what he claims was Sexyy Red's personal medical info, and to make it even messier, he threw out a list of huge rappers' names he says got caught up in the mix. These weren't just small-time names, these were industry giants, the type of names that make the whole culture stop scrolling in shock. Here's where it gets extra crazy. Charleston didn't just call her out, he painted her as contaminated and linked it all back to the wild, reckless lifestyle she raps about. And once those supposed receipts hit social media, people lost their minds. Fans instantly started connecting the dots, pulling up every rapper she's been spotted with, from club sightings to Instagram flicks to messy baby daddy drama. Suddenly, this wasn't just a diss. It was a full-on digital explosion with everyone pointing fingers. The fallout? Pure chaos. And the names Charleston White put on that list will leave you absolutely stunned. People couldn't believe it, saying, "Looks like Drake might not have been the only one she was messing with." Now, Charleston is known for being reckless with his words, but this time, he took things to savage levels. He even posted a close-up photo of Sexyy Red with what he claimed looked like a suspicious mark on her mouth.
Fraud that's running around bragging about getting raw dog, that little old ain't nothing but a cum bucket. I said, nah, she a disgusting little old mother.
Charleston White didn't hold back. He captioned his post saying, "I ain't lied yet," before throwing out some of the wildest claims we've seen online. He was basically hinting that Sexyy Red had a serious health issue and tying it directly to the kind of wild lyrics that made her famous, like that ski anthem that blew up everywhere. But Charleston didn't stop at the music. He got graphic and started accusing her of being careless, even saying her situation could have turned into a full-blown infection. He went as far as blasting the men around her too, saying they weren't keeping themselves clean either and accusing her of letting everybody get close without protection. The way he said it had people clutching their phones like, did he really just say that? Now, here's the thing. This wasn't just clowning for views. He doubled down by claiming he had receipts and even posted what looked like private medical info to back up his story. That's the bombshell that sent social media into flames, with fans trying to piece together which rappers she might have been connected to. Screenshots, old photos, and wild rumors started popping up everywhere. And when Charleston dropped names,
Yeah, I hate her. Yeah, that's... Not only that, that mother don't keep a bacterial infection. Don't wash their nuts consistently for you to let everybody raw dog you. And that gonna be a little funky.
That's when the chaos hit peak level. He even dragged Gucci third leg into it, saying that a past situation with him was messy too. Social media went crazy because Gucci had already been accused before by a former partner of passing something along, and allegedly, he knew about it. That little detail had the internet spinning, with people saying this drama wasn't just gossip anymore. It was a full-on scandal shaking the rap scene. Here's where it gets even wilder. Charleston White threw in that Gucci third leg, once bragged about sleeping with over 3,000 women. That number alone had people shaking their heads. And when you add in the fact that he's been collabing with adult content creators, the gossip only grew louder. Folks online started connecting the dots, pointing at Sexyy Red's past link to Gucci and wondering if that could have exposed her to something serious. Sexyy Red wasn't having it though. She hopped on Instagram to clap back, venting that she was fed up with all the non-stop rumors. She even addressed people clowning about her looks, making it clear she's tired of the shade. But the comment section didn't slow down. Fans were convinced they already knew the source. One even wrote, "I mean, she got it from Gucci third leg," which only added more fuel to the speculation. That's when Charleston turned the heat all the way up and posted what he claimed were her medical receipts. Suddenly, everything started to make sense in the eyes of social media detectives. And if Charleston's claims are true, the chain doesn't end with her, it starts with her. Next up on his alleged list, Drake.
Y'all see me with a nigga, y'all think I'm f***ing him. Like, can I just chill? Can I hang out? God, I'm a grown-ass gangster superhero. Leave me alone.
People already remembered those cozy club moments when Drake was spotted with Sexyy Red, arm around her, whispering in her ear, even dropping a kiss on her cheek. Drake even captioned a snap saying, "Just met my rifle wife, Sexyy Red," and she reposted it with, "I'm your favorite rapper's rapper." And it wasn't just that one night. They've been spotted together multiple times, looking way more than just friends. That's exactly why Charleston's claims hit so hard. But hold on, Drake's name is just the beginning. Wait until you hear who White put next on that list. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, it does. Now the spotlight shifts to Chief Keef. Things turned wild because Sexyy Red herself admitted that she and Keef were way more than just friends. She got real about it, saying, "That's my peoples. That's my dog. I don't got too many homeboys I can sit on the phone with. I don't even know what to call him. But we like each other. We can chill like we've been tight for years. Yeah, we like each other. That's my one." She even joked that he could end up being her third baby daddy. And if that wasn't enough, she stirred up extra smoke by throwing shots at King Von's sister, Kayla B, over Keef, making it clear there was something deeper going on between her and the Chicago legend. Fans didn't miss a beat. And once Charleston White's claims started floating around, people quickly connected the dots. If those alleged medical receipts are real, then the closeness between Sexyy Red and Chief Keef suddenly raises eyebrows. Folks started whispering that if she was really linked that tight to him, he could have been exposed too. And that's the scary part. Charleston wasn't just tossing out names for attention. He was painting a whole ripple effect, showing how one person's choices could touch an entire circle.
And what's crazy is I seen a video. Oh, you guys, I seen a video where she said her own was thinking.
But wait, it doesn't stop there. Sexyy Red herself fueled even more speculation when she posted a mysterious photo on Instagram. In the shot, she's laid up in bed with an unidentified man. But the twist? She only showed their feet. Fans instantly noticed he was rocking an ankle brace, hinting that whoever he was, he might have been on house arrest. That single photo had social media buzzing with wild guesses. In her caption, Sexyy Red doubled down on her wild energy, boldly saying, "I like messing with drillers, redhead killer." And that's exactly why Charleston White's claims keep hitting so hard, because once he dropped those alleged medical receipts, every name she's been connected to, every close moment she's ever shared in public, suddenly took on a whole new meaning. Even the unidentified man in her bed photo now feels like another possible link in this chain, a part of the ripple effect that White keeps warning about. And fans online are already doing detective work trying to piece it all together. But then another twist. White's alleged list also included none other than Adin Ross. Yes, you heard that right. Adin himself even jumped online claiming, "I want to announce something. I did have Sexyy Red. It was good. It was really good." She was kind of being the dominant one. His words set the internet on fire, and he didn't stop there. He admitted he once saw one of her leaked tapes, and that's what made him reach out in the first place. Naturally, Sexyy Red wasn't staying silent. She clapped back fast. She hit him with, "You paid me to take your virginity, and I did just that." Then she kept the jokes rolling with another post, firing back, "Psyche, you couldn't test me with a stick." The back and forth had social media laughing, cringing, and debating all at once. Now, when you line this up with Charleston White's alleged receipts, the pattern starts to look even messier. Every name adds more smoke, and the drama around Sexyy Red just keeps expanding like wildfire. At this point, every single claim, every hookup rumor, every time Sexyy Red was spotted with someone, it suddenly raises questions about who else could have been caught up in the mix. With names like Drake, Chief Keef, and now Adin Ross on Charleston White's alleged list, fans are left wondering if this web is way bigger than anyone thought. And whose name could drop next? And just when you think it couldn't get any wilder, Ray J jumps in. On his Twitch livestream, he straight up claimed that he and Sexyy Red hooked up on a flight. That set the internet buzzing instantly, but Sexy clapped back fast, denying it all, saying, "Even to be saying we slept on the plane together. I said hi and kept it pushing." She made it clear she wasn't here for the rumors. Still, Fans couldn't ignore one detail. If it wasn't true, then why was Ray J's name allegedly on Charleston's list in the first place? That question alone had people side-eyeing everything. But then came another messy twist. Huncho. Remember that music video where he played her love interest? Everyone brushed it off as acting, until Sexyy dropped new Instagram pics with captions that matched those lyrics word for word. That had folks thinking maybe there really was something between them. And when you add Charleston White's claims into the picture, the speculation only grew louder. Fans started connecting dots, wondering if Huncho might also be in the same circle White hinted at. The way social media is looking at it, this isn't just casual gossip anymore. This is a chain reaction. And if Huncho really was linked to her, that could mean he's tangled up in this messy web too. Once the stories of alleged STDs and past hookups started piling up, people stopped brushing it off as just random gossip.
But I said to myself, she looked like it get hot. It looked like it get funky in whatever room she f***ing in. It get hot.
It began to look like a full-blown pattern. The drama got sticky fast, and when Charleston White dropped that so-called medical report, the spotlight shifted in a major way. Suddenly, it wasn't just about the rappers she was linked to. It raised the question of whether Huncho might already be caught up too. And with Charleston's list still making the rounds online, fans are betting his name could be the next one to explode. But then things swerved in another wild direction, because Sexyy Red's own baby daddy jumped into the mix. He accused her of passing things around the industry and even waved around what looked like paperwork to back up his claim. That had everyone asking, where is all this paperwork coming from? But here's the twist. He later backtracked, saying he never caught anything at all. And that's exactly why Charleston White's alleged medical receipts hit so much harder. They kept the focus on her, not just another bitter ex stirring the pot. During a call, he pressed the issue, asking, "When you gonna keep it gangsta?" And Sexyy Red didn't have an immediate comeback. To make it worse, he doubled down by claiming the infection he was talking about can go dormant, but it never fully disappears. To prove his point, he even pulled out paperwork showing there was no active detection at the time, but still using that to hint the issue was real. Then he hit fans with one more bombshell saying, "Y'all favorite rapper," before cutting himself off, leaving the internet in chaos. He came out swinging saying, "She burning everybody, getting burnt," then added, "You gotta be strong for that Northside pull, because it's not for the weak, and I'm the weak." That statement alone had fans clutching their phones. But here's the twist. Later on, he backpedaled, claiming he never actually caught anything and even flashed paperwork to clear his name. Still, the fact that her baby daddy came forward at all made people start rethinking every past moment she was linked to rappers. Even if some of it was just hanging out, once STDs got thrown into the mix, Charleston White's so-called list started sounding a lot more believable. Suddenly, people were imagining the ripple effect, one hookup here, another there, and wondering who might secretly be tangled up in the fallout. And then came Sexyy Red's own admissions, because she has openly joked about STIs before. She once went viral for posting a fan pic outside the ER with dollar bills spelling out, "I want the STD," and she captioned it, "It's gone now, I'm a fine, done took my meds." Classic Sexyy Red, turning controversy into comedy. But she didn't stop there. Her brand even leaned into the shock factor with lip gloss shades named after infections, like gonorrhea and yellow discharge. Fans laughed at first, but once Charleston dropped that alleged medical report, the vibe changed. Suddenly, it wasn't funny anymore. People started saying maybe the STDs weren't just part of her image, but part of her reality. Sexyy herself admitted in the past that she caught chlamydia twice. She explained that after breaking up with her man, they both messed around with other people. Then when they got back together, they realized something was off. That confession alone made Charleston's claims echo even louder across social media. She even admitted we both was like, "What the F is that smell?" when talking about her past with her man. They went to the doctor but never figured out who the problem came from. Now line that up with Charleston White's alleged medical report, the rappers she's been linked to, and her baby daddy's accusations. And you start to see why fans are connecting every single dot. With that kind of messy history, White's list doesn't sound so far-fetched anymore. But here's the kicker. It's not just Charleston White throwing shade. Lord Jamar jumped in too, and he didn't hold back a single word. He flat out said Sexyy Red reminded him of the kind of girls back in the day where, as soon as you walked into the room, you'd sniff the air and think, "It smells like somebody's been messing around in here." And he didn't stop there. Jamar added that he'd seen the video where Sexyy Red admitted her own hygiene wasn't always on point. He said it straight up had him thinking, she looked like the type where it get hot, it get funky in whatever room she in. That kind of clowning only fueled the fire. When Jamar roasted her like that, it suddenly made Charleston's leaked claims sound even more believable. The alleged medical report didn't feel like random shade anymore. It lined up with the chatter people had already been whispering behind the scenes. And that's where it gets ugly, because between her own past admissions, the high-profile hookups, and the public commentary from names like Jamar, this story isn't just gossip anymore. It's a scandal, snowballing into something much bigger. By now, it's starting to look less like random gossip and more like a real pattern, and that's why people are asking if some of the names on Charleston White's list are truly caught in that chain of exposure. But here's the kicker. Some folks online are flat out accusing Sexyy Red of spreading infections on purpose. One even wrote, "STDs are part of her brand. She made that choice." That comment set social media on fire. But not everyone points the finger at her directly. Some argue she's just another product of this toxic, clout-hungry culture, where women get hyped up for views, then tossed aside when the controversy hits. Either way, things are getting sticky, messy, and downright stinky. And Charleston White's spin on it has only made the drama heavier. But here's where it goes deeper. He claims this isn't just about one artist or one scandal. According to him, this has been happening for years. He pointed out how black women in hip-hop have been dragged through impossible beauty standards, hypersexualized lyrics, and industry misogyny. And now, he insists it's more than random, it's calculated. In his words, the system is purposely pushing artists like Sexyy Red to the front as a way to tear down the image of black women in music. Charleston even framed Sexyy Red as representing a cycle of sexual chaos and exploitation. And when he dropped her alleged medical records and started tying in big names, he didn't present it like gossip. He framed it as evidence. To him, those receipts weren't about shock value. They were part of a bigger statement. That's why this blew up the way it did. Because once private paperwork and powerful names get dragged into the spotlight, it's no longer just messy rumors. It becomes a weapon, and Charleston White knows exactly how to stir that pot and clear the whole room. And this latest move makes one thing clear. The conversation about Sexyy Red isn't slowing down anytime soon. But here's the kicker. In the next breakdown, I'm gonna put you on to how the rappers Charleston White called out actually responded. And trust me, some of these clapbacks are just as wild as the accusations themselves. The drama is only heating up, and you do not want to miss what's coming next. So let me know what you think in the comments. Are these claims just reckless gossip, or do you believe Charleston's receipts hold weight? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.